Oh, good morning. Hey, welcome to another episode of Lilac City Recorded. You know, it used to be known as a late night talk show. And I'm staying true to that as best I can. You can help though. You know, our guest today is Matt Bogue, but I would first like to tell you about all the fun things that we're still doing at the library, even though we're closed. There's virtual book clubs, virtual movie clubs, virtual storytelling for the kiddos. So many things under one big umbrella. So go to SpokaneLibrary.org and you can find all of those things, or follow us on social media, Spokane Library. Anyway, let's keep this late night talk show vibes going. Talk to my buddy Matt Bogue. Matt, how you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Matt, tell me about Unifest.
So Unifest, we're coming up on 5 years celebrating Unifest. It started when I met my wife at Sasquatch about 7 years ago. Yeah, she's from Canada, so we just met each other. We did long distance for a couple of years before we got married. And the whole Unifest started when we were going long distance and just kind of meeting each other at music festivals in the area. And we just kind of came up with the word Unifest. And yeah, it started from there. And then we actually branded our wedding with Unifest.
I didn't realize that it had a romantic origin story. That's very sweet. Usually you see, some marketing firm creating some made-up word. That's very sweet.
It's super fun, and it's kind of turned into something that's a lot of fun. Every year is different for just the business itself. Not a lot of people know it came from just like us meeting each other and just kind of branding our wedding. But when we had our wedding, we branded it Unifest. A lot of her Canadian people that came down and a lot of my friends were just like, you got to do this every year. And that's kind of like how it started. I was already kind of integrated, into just Spokane arts and music for years. And it just kind of clicked for me with Unifest that we could actually bring something to the community of Spokane with Unifest, of integrating art, music into different local events that are happening.
Did Unifest start as just a one-time festival?
Unifest actually started as just our wedding. Like, that was kind of the first that anybody ever even heard about the name Unifest. But then it was just kind of like a thing where everybody had so much fun. Like, our wedding, we had like adventure play. We had we had DJ Locke playing, and it was kind of just like had that music festival vibe. And it was like over 200 people were there. It was at the Chateau Rive. And so it was like this huge celebration, and we were just like, oh man, this is such a good feeling. And it's like, why not do like a big event like once a year with Unifest?
Right.
And then I started to think, at the time I was doing like these live draw-off events, and integrating that, and I was playing in a bunch of bands and stuff, and just kind of saw a need in Spokane for like integrating music and like live art.
What's your biggest event?
A lot of people don't know that Unifest Co. is our business. It's not just the annual event. Our annual event's called Unifest. And so through our business throughout the year, we do different things like add like photo booths to events. We add live art to events. We add, DJing. We add live music, whatever an event really needs, they can kind of come to us. And if we can't do it or facilitate it or like direct them, and like, we're kind of just a directory for arts and music for events. So like, you can come to us, me or my wife, Stephanie, and just be like, hey, I need live music at this and I need to book it, but I need someone to do all that stuff for us. So like through the years, it's been a lot of that, of like, oh, I need a photo booth. Oh, I'd love to have some live art at our event, or I'd love to have like live music.
Now, occasionally you'll throw a little virtual dance party during the quarantine times here, right?
We actually did one tonight in the room, just kind of a live feed of just DJ dance party, you know? We finally got a room set up in our house to where we could actually just like hit record or, you know, hit live and just kind of go for it. And we just got our kind of DJ table set up on the wall and everything. So everything's like set up in there. And that's super fun to be able to just like, you know, if we're feeling it, let's go.
So what's been your favorite silver lining?
Silver lining would be just really to see how the community is coming together, you know? It's whenever stuff happens in Spokane, I'm always just like super excited to be in a community that's like coming together, helping each other. It's a horror. I mean, across the world, it's crazy. Like we would never think we'd be in this situation.
And you not only do Unifest, you have another business, and you're doing something kind of cool coming up, right?
Actually, Houdini, my other business, we are about to start something, launch a website called Our Town Supports. So it'll be ourtownsupports.com. And it's basically a hub for, so I keep seeing different links through the socials, you know, for GoFundMe's, for like, go to our site to buy a gift card to support. So this site, so I had the idea to like create a site, kind of a hub for different categories. So a lot of the main categories. So like restaurants, beauty, so like your salons and like, so there's a bunch of just like categories that you can choose, and then you can search different businesses. And it's going to be a site to where you can go and just kind of search and find different links to help local business. So
that's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah, instead of just like seeing something going through your like Facebook feed or something, you can actually just go to a site and find all of it right there.
Matt, thanks so much for coming on, and we hope to see you at Unifest this summer.
Yeah, we're fingers crossed we can start doing some outdoor events again, but if not, you know, look us up. We're gonna be on, you know, doing the live thing here and there. So
well, thanks for joining us for Spokane's late night talk show. We're keeping it late night. It's 9 a.m. 9 p.m., buddy. He's learning the clocks. Hey, thanks for watching Lilac City Recorded, and say goodnight, gang.
Good morning.
Good.
Good morning.
Good